I have made several videos on this guy, some clowning on him, some praising him. This video I'm just going to be showcasing his R6D6. With the recent event, we got a box that provides a copy of him or anyone you want, right? And also a copy of, actually 2 copies of his divinate. So I went from R5 to R6 of him, and I went from D4 to D6 of him. 3 of his divinate I pulled entirely out of gold record, and then 1 of them is from the divinate pool, and then again the 2 of them is from the loyalty chest. All of his resonance are all from gold record. I didn't wish for him, I didn't pull for him or anything. There's 2 areas that I'm going to be showcasing him right now. The first one is going to be knockout, and the other one is going to be Dark Starlord, because he is really good in Dark Starlord. I'll show you in a bit. So first off, knockout, the points is a little bit low because I haven't used my 5 last tickets, and also I'm trying out a few teams for this one, but I have been running a variation of this team and I have not lost a single battle in like 3 weeks or something like that. So yeah, this team is very good. The beauty of the current knockout is that you can use pretty much any unit you want, any unit that you have a high resonance and high divinate and max skilled up. You can pretty much use them, because you can also find other people that is doing the exact same thing that you are doing, right? So this is the team I'm running, all very high resonance Esper. Ollie is just pretty much here for the speed lead, and because I have him at high resonance at R6 and also D2, and Narmer obviously because of his high resonance and also high divinate, he's giving me a lot of points. Let me just show you real quick. He's giving me 92,000 points, and I'm using Clara again because she is very high resonance as well, and I have D1 on her, but she doesn't give too much of a point because she doesn't have that much skill ups on her. And I have Anna. Anna has 2 purpose right here. She is here for failsafe number 1, and then number 2, her S3 also buffs my Narmer. So in order to get 12 stacks, I would need some more buffs, and Anna provides that. And also I'm running Abigail, which she is getting buff in the next patch, so that's going to be really nice. I'm running Abigail just for the extra buffs, and also the revive, and the shield is also very nice, and also because I have high resonance and also high dividend on her. So yeah, let's go ahead. We'll find some matches. It has very high heat level, 411,000. So yeah, as you can see, this one is a guaranteed win for me. But with this team, I usually go for the first guy right here. I will refresh until I can get a team that I can fight on the first slot right here. Okay, let me just run you through what is going through my head. Any team that has a Chuyao, I will instantly skip it. It doesn't matter what the 4 Espers are, I will instantly skip it. I will also skip Tolan comps like this one. I will also skip Iki comps and also Wuyu comps. The rest, it will depend on what the enemies are running. If it's a TA comp that doesn't have any Ana counters, I will instantly go for it because it's an insta win. This one has Ana counters, so Fushi and Embla will kill off Ana, so I just skip it. There's no reason for you to take any risk in the current knockout. In the future knockout, you should be able to take a few risks if you did get a really high point in that one day. But in the current knockout, it's not worth it to take any risk. Just because I don't want to take too long, I'm just gonna take this second one first. This is a team that I will guaranteed win. There's no Ana counter at all, except for Gabrielle, maybe like a 5% chance that my Ana dies to her. But the rest of the team will do 0 damage to my Ana. And take a look at Narmer's damage. So the first turn is going to go to Clara, and then to Abigail. Abigail will AP push my Ollie, but because Ana is already at 100% AP, she will cast her S3, give more buffs to Narmer. Now Narmer is at 12 stacks, and his R6, when he gets to 12 stacks, he will instantly cast his S3. So right here. So he doesn't need to take a turn. So let's take a look at it in game. There we go. Now take a look at his damage. 162,000 damage. He's really good in knockout because other players are doing what I'm doing right now. They are running their highest resonance Esper with their highest divinate just to give them more points, right? But the team doesn't really bode well together. It is just, you know, a bunch of resonance thrown together to give them more points. So it's easy to win. You'll find some teams with like full R6, but it's like full R6 of old Espers, like Camille, what's the other one, the Lucas. So it's easy to win. If you go first, you pretty much guaranteed win against those teams. Don't be too intimidated when you see a team of full R6. take a look at it real good because they are mostly old espers. Okay, here's another team that I should be able to win. My Clara is faster than TA, so she's gonna take turn 1, AP push everyone to 100%, and then my Narmer is just going to snipe everyone. There we go. 200,000 damage on Narmer. And this is without defense break as well. Let's take a look at his damage. Farah does have like a 40% damage reduction, so ooh, look at that. We almost one-shotted her. 27,000, yeah. Not bad. For an AoE attack, that's really not bad. And he doesn't even need to take a turn because I'm already providing enough buffs to him that he instantly gets to 12 stacks when my supports move, including Ana. This type of team I usually avoid because Ana versus Ana, it can get really messy. This one I should be able to win. The height is kind of scary, but we should be fine. There we go, we won. He did 230,000 damage. Look at his damage. Ana did 66,000 damage. Again, he doesn't one-shot the enemies, but he does enough damage to really cripple them and let Ana do the rest. Oh my god, I one-shot. Who did I one-shot just now? Yeah, we almost one-shot the supports as well. There we go. We doubled S3 because, again, the first one was him reaching 12 stacks, so that was his passive alone. And his S3 didn't go off cooldown, so when he gets his turn, if he has like, I think above 8 stacks is when his AI will start to cast his S3. If he has below 8 stacks, he will not use his S3 and instead use his S1. Okay, we should be able to win against this one, a full support team. And Narmer should just almost one-shot everyone. There we go. We got rank 38 as well. Oh, this time Ana did more damage. Yeah, Narmer's R6 is like his power spike as well. His power spike is around R2 when he gets to have 12 stacks maximum. And then the next one is going to be his R6. His R4 is okay, but you don't really need it. It does help with like APEP and stuff, but APEP you only need him to be at R2 and that should be more than enough. In PvP though, his R6 is what really makes him shine because now he doesn't need to take a turn anymore to cast his S3 because you want him to be slow so that he has more damage, right? You can pump everything into his damage, and even his rival runes are not the fastest, which is good for him because his R6 doesn't really need to take a turn. Okay, last match of knockout. This is also a guaranteed win. They have 2 multi-hitters, but they will die off from Narmer's attack. And then Donar, it doesn't matter if Donar has like a million times boosted stats, he will not do any damage to Ana because he is a single hit Esper, right? So again, guaranteed win. There is no chance for me to lose right here. He also got rank 25, that's very nice. And he did 164,000 damage. He's really good, especially when you pair him up with Ana, which you should be getting from the Shimmer Reverb. I'll make that updated series soon, maybe like in a couple of days. Because again, Ana is like a one-man army. It really helps this team a lot. Narmer deals with all the squishies that can potentially kill off Ana, and then Ana just solos whatever is left. Like Donar could potentially kill 4 of my units right here if he gets lucky enough, but he will not be able to kill off Ana. Even if he takes like 10 turns in a row, Ana will still be able to beat him because Ana does percent HP damage, and also she ignores defense, right? And eventually Donar will have no HP left or no lifesteal left from his Hades runes, and he will just die off. And that's it for knockout. You got 72,000 points in total. I usually get around 84 to 85,000. Let me just show you my yesterday's dispatch one. Again, I got 75 because I lost one, but like, take a look at this team. This team alone gets me 30,000 points. Yeah, I lost one battle in the AQ comp, but usually it's around 84 to 85,000 points. Alright, now let me show you how he performs in Dark Starlord. I really like how he works in here. My old team is running Brewster, but he does better than Brewster in this team, as only in Dark Starlord, but Brewster is better in the other 2 teams, in Sonica and also in Forbiter, because it's a single boss. But in Dark Starlord, because there's 3 enemies, his AoE becomes pretty insane. So how this team works is that I have him as the highest attack in the team so that he can get the buff of Chu Yao. So whenever Chu Yao casts his S1, he will also perform a pursuit, and he will get attack up every single time he performs a pursuit. So when he gets an attack up, he also gets 2 buffs or 2 stacks of the burning sun, right? So every single time he performs a pursuit, he gets 2 stacks, 2 stacks, 2 stacks. When he gets to 12 stacks, he instantly casts his S3. He's gonna be spamming his S3 like crazy. And I also have Sachiko, so that whenever he gets a turn, he will also get a crit rate buff. And also Sachiko just inherently has a lot of buffs to her kit. He does better than my Brewster. My Brewster is also R6 and D3. It's a lot lower divinate, but yeah, his performance is like 6 million. Sometimes it can go up to like 10 million if I'm not mistaken. Let me just get a good run and I'll show you how he performs in battle. Okay, I got a pretty good run, 57 million. And Narmer did 6.4 million by himself. Also, I don't think I've showcased my team 1. I made a few adjustments to it. I've added Momo and also Tever in this team. And it's a lot more consistent to get 3.6 to 3.8 million. It's pretty much the same as the old team. And it's not risky at all as well, because everyone in this team is really fast. Momo takes a bunch of turns, and by her taking a bunch of turns, that also means that Hall will also be pursuing more than he used to be. I'll show you the runes after this, but it's nothing too crazy. Okay, we're finally on team 3. I've briefly explained how this team works. Chu Yao will be funneling a ton of burning stacks to my Narmer by constantly using his S1, right? So there we go, we got 677,000 damage, and then he cast it again, because when he casts his S3, he is also going to be using it up again because of his R6. So there we go, Chu Yao casted his S1. That's going to funnel more buffs to my Narmer because he's also going to be pursuing, which gives him attack up because of his S1. So now he already has 8 stacks of buff. When he gets his turn, he's gonna get 10 stacks and he's gonna cast his S3 again. Because, oh never mind, yeah, there we go. He got 12 stacks, now he casts his S3 again. So 340,000 without any defense break on the boss is insanely high. With Sachiko giving me more buffs as well. So there we go, we got 8 buffs on Narmer already. When, yep, there we go, he's gonna pursuit. He cast it again. So we've already seen, what, 5 instances where he casted his S3, and all of them do like above 300,000, up to like 700,000 if all of them are defense broken. So yeah, that's really high damage, and it's AoE as well. Again, this is where he shines in the most because there's 3 enemies. He doesn't really do that well in Forbiter. Brewster does better than him in that scenario because there we go, that's another one, 700,000. Again, Brewster does better than him in Forbiter because he can also, you know, AP control. But in Dark Starlord, because there's multiple enemies, this is where Narmer just goes crazy. Look at that. Every single turn he gets, he's going to be casting his S3. And whenever he gets to 12 stacks, he's also going to be casting his S3. So there's no turns that you will see him using his S1 unless he has lower than 8 stacks. So if he has lower than 8 stacks, he's going to be casting his S1, which will then give him like 10 stacks. And then the moment my Chu Yao or my Sachiko moves, he's going to get to 12 stacks, which will then prompt him to cast his S3. He just gains a bunch of stacks. You can also even run him with like Liam and stuff to give him even more stacks. But Embla is a better DPS than him, so you're better off running Liam with Embla in Dark Starlord. 45% of the damage was from Narmer. He can hold up his own against an R6D6. I'll show you the runes real quick. Again, the team 1 is nothing too special. It's just full speed on everyone. Kara is the one on relief set and also counter. Again, a lot of speed as well. And Tever is also on the relief set, but you put him on the right side of Kara, I mean. You put him on the right side of Kara because you want Kara to do more relief sets than Tever, just to make it more consistent. Just give him a ton of speed. This one should be attack instead of crit damage. because even when he crits, he doesn't really do that much damage, and pump a lot of speed onto him. And then Momo is on the Astral set, a lot of speed as well. You can go with attack, you can go with HP, whatever it is, just give her a lot of speed. And then Hall is on the Astral set, whatever speed that you can give him, go ahead. My second team is unchanged. I'm just gonna go through it real quick. That's my Embla, Haley. Oh, actually, I did change a little bit. My Yunchuan, I actually gave him the first tier Divinate because I want him to do better in Fafnir. My Fafnir is now like 10 turns to 11 turns with this guy. Without the Divinate, I couldn't do it, so I just decided to give it to him. And I lowered his attack just to make sure that even when he has attack buff on him, my Liam will still provide the buff to my Embla, because right now my Embla has plus 4000 attack. And then this is the last team's runes. Daji is on Calamity set with speed. Narmer is on crit damage, attack with the Brawler set, because he is going to be spamming his S1. And you do need him to be at least level 5 on his S1. His S3, you can max it out. If you don't want to, it doesn't really matter. He's going to be spamming it regardless. And again, if you don't have him at R6, this team is not going to work, because when you don't have him at R6, he doesn't spam his S3. When you get to 12 stacks, he will stay at 12 stacks until he gets his turn and then cast his S3. So without his R6, it's not worth it to run. And then Xuan Pin is on the Harmony set, and Avatara, Sachiko, Ocean, and lastly Chu Yao is on the Astral set. And yeah, that's about it for the showcase of Narmer, R6D6. He's really good in Dark Starlord. Again, for knockout, the beauty of it is that you can pretty much run any unit and it could work. You just need to have some patience to refresh and find other players that are using similar strategy, which is running all aspects that they have high resonance and high divinate, right? And as long as you can go first with Narmer, you can pretty much win against those players. If you're skeptical on who you should get, it's between CJ and this guy. The Fatum sisters are getting a buff, so they might be worth to use your loyalty chest on them. For me, I would say first priority, it really depends. If you already have an R2 Narmer, you don't really need to go for his Divinate, then you should go for like maybe Fatum sisters or CJ. But if you're close to R6 Narmer, then I think it's worth the shot to use the loyalty chest on him. But yeah, that's about it. Ciao.